Hello there! If there's one thing that's taken over my life, it's Dungeons & Dragons. I've been playing since 2018, and now I both play and DM. I love roleplay and fighting, but most of all, I love puzzles and traps. In my D&D sessions that I DM, I love including them for my players. Now, I understand that not everyone likes them, or sometimes they don't make sense for the setting, but if you are interested in using them, then hi, my name is Axeldoodles, and I'm here to give you some ideas. Feel free to use any of these in your own games and put your spin on them. One thing to always keep in mind while using puzzles and traps is that sometimes your players can come up with very clever and creative solutions to them. If they do, go ahead and give them their reward. They used their brains and did something you didn't even think of. Always reward cleverness with your players. First up, I call this puzzle Musical Clues. I was a band nerd growing up, so I was super happy when I used this one. Here's the setup I used. The players enter a room in a haunted house. In it are a couch, some side tables, a piano, maybe a few plants, a bird cage, and a few other pieces of furniture. Suddenly, the piano begins to play itself. It is playing the notes C, A, G, and E. They will figure out the word is cage and check the bird cage. Inside, they find a key. The way my party solved this was that my rogue was of noble background, so it stood to reason that she had musical training, and sure enough, she did. I showed her what notes were being played on a picture of a piano, and I knew she had a background in music in real life, so she would be able to deduce what notes were being played and in what order. She figured it out and the party moved on with their key. If they don't have a music background, you could also have them roll an intelligence check to see if they know the notes. You can give them the notes in any order and make them figure it out like a word jumble. You can use other instruments too. You could have a statue playing some sort of flute or horn. That way a player who has proficiency in one of these instruments could figure out the notes. You could even change the word. Maybe once they figure out the notes, they can speak it and suddenly the piano opens and reveals whatever you want. Put your own spin on it. When I ran this puzzle with one of my groups, I used a free piano website on my laptop and actually played the notes. It really set the mood. There are a bunch of free websites and apps you can use to play. Or if you have an instrument you could play, do it. It really brings the players into the moment to have something more tangible to interact with. The next one is a trap. It's more of a comedic one, at least for the DM it is. Again, I use this in a haunted house setting, but it can be used anywhere. It's called the mysterious ticking noise. My players entered the bedroom of the big bad. There they found a small bag of ancient gold coins on his bedside table. One of my players had an archaeologist background, so she was curious. She picked up the bag, and instantly a loud ticking noise rang out from the table. She immediately put it back. Then, when she investigated the bag, she didn't see any traps. She picked it up again, and the ticking started back up. The party was terrified, so they made her put it back before they left.
Put the
Coin.
back.
She was gonna take it anyway. So what was that ticking?
It's a pipe bomb!
Well, it was nothing.
You what?
That's right, there was nothing going on in that room. Just a ticking noise. It would have stopped on its own after 30 seconds, and they could have taken the bag with no repercussions. It's very funny to watch your players scramble in fear a bit. The point of this trap is simply to scare your players.
Brew! Gotcha. Scared you. Scared you.
If you have an overly cautious party, this might be a good one to run. It can show them that things aren't always as they seem, and make them a bit more adventurous. You can use this on any item too.
Wait a minute, did you say anything?
Anything!
Anything?
Yes, anything!
Anything?
Anything!
It could be a cool sword or a magic wand. Use something your party will like and desperately want. If they do an arcana check on the item, go ahead and tell them that there's some sort of charm on it. That way they have something to go on. Okay, one more trap. This is a super simple one for playing with an adult party. I call it the baby-friendly charm. Okay, here's the setup. A few party members go into a haunted nursery. It is full of creepy baby toys and dusty furniture. Strange things start happening in the room, scaring the party members. If any of them speak any sort of profanity,
What's your profanity?
then they must pass a wisdom saving throw or be silenced for 15 minutes. My cleric was the one who set off this trap, and for a few minutes of the session, he had to write down everything he wanted to say to the party. Unfortunately, this one isn't as versatile as the other two. It works best in a children's room of some sort or somewhere that children are often found. But that's why you're watching this. Inspiration. Tweak the trap however you feel is necessary and make it your own. That's it for this video. I'm planning on making more of these trap and puzzle idea guides, so please like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with them. I plan on doing at least 3 per video, so if you need some puzzles and traps for your sessions, stick around. See you later!